Talking Points Memo, how the Democrats are bankrupting this country. I hope you will absorb the facts here. Very important you know about this. Okay, so the United States has reached $35 trillion in debt. The Biden administration is adding $6 trillion. The Biden administration is adding $1 trillion in debt every 6 months. Now, I'm not counting COVID stuff. Okay, you can't count that. But right now, the Biden administration every 6 months is adding $1 trillion. Colossal amount of debt, as you know. I mean, anybody would know this. 5-year-old would know this. But here's something you don't know. We are the biggest debtor nation in the world by far. The next 4 nations that are in debt are China, 14 trillion, Japan, 10 trillion, France, 3 trillion, Italy, 3 trillion. You add it all up, it's 30 trillion. So our debt is more than the other big debtors combined, the other 4. Now that just can't hold. You can't hold it. So most Americans don't know what the debt is. They don't know how it's going to affect them. They don't really care about it. That's something in the distance. They can't feel it. They can't see it. All right? But this is so important. So we got $35 trillion in debt, and we have a presidential candidate, Kamala Harris, who wants to increase government spending by an enormous margin. Enormous, record-breaking. Ms. Harris has proposed a guaranteed income, perhaps $6,000 for married couples. That means they get a check for nothing, okay? Paying for college educations, the federal government would pay, private or public. Federal government would pay for all of your daycare, childcare, anything to do with a kid, including getting 6 months of paid leave off when a child arrives on the planet. Also, government-run health care, including health care for migrants, undocumented people. She wants to pay all their health care bills. Now, if she becomes president and the Democrats take the House and the Senate, this country's debt will go to $50 trillion. And then it'll collapse. That will collapse the economy. The dollar will be worthless for a while. It'll just collapse. You cannot print that much money to cover the debt. Okay. Again, most Americans don't know, don't care, don't pay attention. That's what this woman is proposing, Kamala Harris. Now, you would think that the Democratic Party would go, well, maybe we should cut back a little. You know, maybe this is too much. Progressives want this. They want the U.S. economy to wobble. So the federal government would have to go in and take the economy over. That is socialism. That's what the progressive left wants. The worse off the country is fiscally, the happier the progressive left is. They believe in income redistribution, taking from me and you if you're affluent and giving it to others who are not so affluent. That's what they want to do. They are doing it now through entitlements and high taxation. But if the government ran everything about the economy, then you would see socialism, seizure of private property, draconian taxation on corporations and wealthy Americans. That's what the progressive left wants. That's what Kamala Harris is shooting for. We all understand this? Okay. Now, here are the solutions to the debt. First, Congress has to pass a balanced budget amendment. Second, military funding vital to our security has to be separate from the federal budget and funded through bonds and other ways. It cannot be included because we are going to have to up our military spending to face China. Now, here is a way to engender money for the federal government. You allow drilling on federal lands for fossil fuels, fracking and oil. You sell those fuels on the open market. The profits all go to paying down the national debt. Right? Got it? Those profits would be enormous. And therefore, you have money outside of more taxation, which again is what Democrats want, to pay the debt down. And then you have the balanced budget amendment where you can't spend more than you take in, with the exception of the military, which we have to have. And that's the memo. Now, for you premium and concierge members, you can get a transcript of my remarks. So you will have it there. This is so important, I can't even tell you. And again, most Americans, they got no idea, none, and they don't care. But they will when the house starts to fall in. Everything is expensive these days, you know that. The government is printing trillions of dollars and consumer prices higher than ever. If the government continues its printing and spending, the dollar could continue its free fall and lose its coveted role as the world reserve currency. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But there are a few things you can do right now. American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your money, your retirement, your hard-earned savings against inflation by helping you diversify a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. Start with a short phone call, and they can have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your 401k or IRA. So please call or text them right now. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.